I took a photo of some of my clones here when I caught them slacking off, when they're supposed to be working on our YouTube channel. It's a team-based process, and one person alone can't just write a script, film, set the lights, clean the camera equipment, set up the sound, edit the video, design a custom thumbnail, upload it on YouTube, and repeat all in 1 week. All that while working full-time at another job? I don't think so. I don't have the energy, which is why my clones assist me with the creation of my content. Some of them work on the scripts and look up, articles worth mentioning, and others are in charge of filming and editing. As of August 2020, as we're filming this right now, we only have about 160 subscribers, but we believe that it's worth the effort. So when I caught them not working on anything, I realized that we all have a tendency to just not want to do anything sometimes. That makes us lazy, and how do you stop being lazy? In this video, I'm going to be sharing with you the antidote to laziness. Indolence is actually a synonym for the word lazy, and it derives from the Latin word indolentia, which means without bearing troubles or with no pain. Might I add that procrastination and laziness are not the same thing, although many people use the two terms interchangeably. At least with procrastination, you are intending for a task to get done, even if it's in the back of your mind. This is not the same as laziness, because when you are being lazy, you are not intending to carry any theoretical beast of burden onto yourself, thereby making yourself useless in the process, or lack of a process for that matter. So you can feel a bit better about yourself next time you want to get something done, but for some reason you just lack the courage or energy to do it or get it done. Be glad that you at least want something to be done in the first place. If only you had clones to work for you. Oh well. If you want to stop being lazy and find the most productive version of yourself, you have to stop telling yourself that you need motivation in order to get a task done. I've heard this too many times when somebody tells me, I really want to exercise, but it's too much work. I don't have the energy after work. Or I've always wanted to learn how to play an instrument, but it's just too hard. They expect tough things to come easy. You have to stop thinking like that if you want to be the most productive version of yourself. Being productive does not mean that you sit there and wait for inspiration to strike so that you can gather up the energy to then accomplish the task. That is the opposite. Once you simply stop overthinking and just take action immediately, then as you're doing the task in the process, you'll be inwardly proud of yourself for having started it in the first place. You should also be very proud of yourself when you hit that like and subscribe button down below for more of my videos. This is where the antidote comes in. The antidote to laziness is to find a task that is purposeful to you and then acting on that task with the minimal amount of thinking possible. Lying around and watching videos for hours is a waste of time, and you know it deep down. You know that you want to accomplish something, and the only thing that is getting in the way between you and your goal is overthinking the tasks it takes you to get there. What I mean by that is the more you just think about accomplishing a goal or a task, the longer that time will pass. When time passes, it becomes more and more likely that you will find excuses that will tell you to actually not do it. Once you dive into a task without thinking, the rest of the task becomes easier because you're just doing it. You're not in your head thinking, wow, look at me doing it right now, this is great. Because when you inwardly reward yourself for doing something that you may or may not believe to be significant enough for you to even celebrate, you subconsciously realize that working as you wish you should normally work is actually the height of your mental energy. If only I put in a little more energy into it, I could be that person. Laziness will always be there waiting for you to celebrate your weaker self, because ideally it just wants you to be unproductive and useless. By acting before you think, when it comes to pure procrastination, you will find yourself having an easier time with your task because excuses never got a chance to creep in before you started doing it. With laziness, it is important to also remember that you should find something that you believe in that is worth burdening yourself over. Remember the Latin term indolentio. And after you've done that, you do not procrastinate and let excuses creep in, and just act on what you believe is worth burdening yourself over. If you've found this video of value at all, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button down below before you tune out, and I hope you use this information wisely.